Cheekyricho's Middle Eastern Stuffed Eggplants. Little Middle Eastern lamb pot pies. Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho's Middle Eastern Stuffed Eggplant or aubergine. The ingredients are in the recipe box below and scrolling as I speak, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do is coarsely chop our spinach. Just chop our garlic roughly. Let us smash. Now, as this is a Middle Eastern dish, we are using harissa, which is a Middle Eastern spice, and it features prominently flavour-wise in this dish. We're just going to dry roast those spices with our pine nuts. Now, the pine nuts are very expensive, but a few do go a long way, so in they go too, with a bit of cracked pepper. And we're just going to toss those around until they start to get a little fragrant. Now, you don't want these to burn, but once you can start to smell them, we're going to send in our lamb mince. Now, I'm not sending any oil in with that because lamb is traditionally a little bit fatty. Now, we've just got our eggplant here, or aubergine. We're going to just cut it down the centre as evenly as possible and scoop out the flesh. Now, the reason that we're doing this because we can put our flesh straight in with our lamb and we won't have to salt it to stop it from oxidizing. So just sharp knife without cutting yourself. Pare down about 5mm in from the edge of the eggplant without going through the lower skin. And just take a few chunks through there. This is going to house our filling, so we want it to be as intact a case as we can. It's a bit of leathery to try and just scoop out with a spoon, but if you do it like that, you shouldn't have too many problems. We're just going to finally chop those chunks and pop them in with our lamb. Be very careful that you don't go too deep here. There you should have a little boat to hold your filling. See that? You put your hand inside it. That's the shape. Okay, and do the same with the other one. Okay, now we have two shells ready to go, and they are just starting to oxidize already. Before that happens, we're going to roughly chop our chunks and pop them in with our lamb mix. Now we're going to send our chopped up eggplant in with our lamb mix. Put some heat under that. Some veggie salt. Our onions. Our corn. Just keep that moving. We want this to sweat right down into a pulp. Our garlic goes in now, just our chopped garlic, and our chopped tomatoes. You could use tin tomatoes or tomato puree. Now we've got our eggplants now. We're going to pop them into the microwave, or you could steam them for about 30 seconds or so, upside down so that any moisture in them will fall out. Now there will be a lot of moisture come out of this mix, you see that there, and we want to evaporate that down. It will cook the vegetables more and it won't make our mix too soggy. And send in our spinach now that's just been chopped and washed. Ramp the heat up a bit now. And in with our rice, just cooked long grain rice. So this is really a one pot dish. You've got all your vegetables, you've got a few carbs in there, a bit of protein and plenty of fibre. Now we just have a little bit of tahini paste, which is sesame seed ground paste in oil. We're going to add that. That will add a creaminess and a binding for our filling. Put that in now. Okay, it's off with the heat now. With a good scraper on, make sure that tahini is all the way through everything. Our filling is quite combined now and ready to go into our eggplants. They're not cooked at all, they're just a little bit pliable, and we've just popped those into a casserole dish. And now we're going to load them with Middle Eastern lamb mixture. So just fill them up. Pack that in quite well. There is going to be too much mixture here for what we're doing, so I'll show you how to make a little lamb pot pie as an entree with the balance of the mixture. You could use this to stuff a flatbread, a pita bread. So there they are loaded. Into the oven, 180 degrees for about 25-30 minutes until they start to brown a little bit on top. Now we have some little single ramekins here. We're just going to spray them with a little bit of oil. This isn't going to have a pastry base in it, it's going to have a pastry top on it. And you eat it from the little pots with a knife and fork. You perhaps freeze it for a later time. And just top those with pastry of your choice. And there you have it. Our Middle Eastern stuffed eggplant is hot from the oven, as are our little leftover pot pies. Because there's no added fat in this recipe, it's really quite lean, so you could take this and eat this cold if you wanted to with a bit of salad. Now we just have some natural yogurt with some preserved lemon. I've shown you in a different video, and we're just going to lift our little eggplants out now. And there you have it, Cheeky Richo's Middle Eastern Stuffed Eggplant. It's economical, it's healthy, and it's very tasty. Sprinkle of our parsley on the top. Okay, let's have a little taste, shall we? Some of our filling, some of our casing. Very hot. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration of Cheeky Richo's Middle Eastern Stuffed Eggplant and little pies. If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel, and don't forget to please subscribe. We've got so much more to show you, and we're uploading lots of videos every week. And thanks for watching. Have a lovely day.